welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be doing a video about common workplace dilemmas that's faced by everyone, but specifically people in the corporate world. And just a disclaimer, this video does not reflect my current workplace or anyone in my current role. So I just thought it would be an interesting video to find out what are the common workplace dilemmas that people face, and how to solve these dilemmas. So yes, let's get straight into the video. So the first workplace dilemma that I'm going to discuss is your boss doesn't notice the work you do. So yeah, this can be frustrating. You're working hard, you're putting in the hours, and your boss isn't noticing what you're doing. So my first advice on this is that you should not be concerned about what your boss thinks. You should be concerned about improving yourself and making sure you're actually doing well in your role, and you're improving and you're gaining the skills necessary to do your job to the best of your abilities. That should be your first concern. And when you're working hard and you're delivering results, your boss will notice you. So that should not even be in your mind at all. Just focus on just being the best person you can be. Focus on making sure that you're not making the same mistakes and you're just improving and asking for feedback. That is most important. You should not be worried about what your boss thinks at all. So all in all, you should just focus on doing the best you can on any project or task you're given, and just focus on that. Do not focus on your boss noticing your work. You want to focus on actually doing your job correctly and delivering results. So the next dilemma I'm going to discuss is when you get a bad performance review. Now this happens, I'm sure this has happened to everybody, and my first advice on this is not to worry. Honestly, just take it as a learning step. Honestly, it's good for people to give you feedback on your work, so you know what you're not doing well and what you need to work on. It helps you set your goals for the future, and it just ensures that you're developing the right skills that will make you successful in the role. Often when we're working, we don't actually know how well we're doing. Personally, it's others around us that can see what we're doing, and whether it's up to the standard that's required to be successful in the role. So do not feel bad. Smile when they give you a bad performance review. Just take it and say, you know what, I'm going to take this in and do better, and use it to set goals for yourself. And the next review, you can see that you would have improved. So honestly, do not worry about it. Make sure you're calm and you understand, and you do not get defensive. Do not get defensive. Try to understand, why you've gotten that review. Ask for examples where they've seen you behave a certain way or done a task a certain way that you shouldn't have done. So yeah, just make sure you ask for examples. Make sure you leave that meeting, that performance review, knowing exactly what you did wrong and exactly how you can improve. Another common workplace dilemma is that you get a job that is very different from what you applied to. Now, this can be very frustrating, but my advice is, you're in a new company, just make sure you do that role really well. So for example, you've applied for a senior accountant role, but you're basically doing the duties of a trainee accountant. Now, my advice in a scenario like this would be, just do, you're in a new company, just learn as much as you can. Every company is different, and there will be different challenges you're going to face. You're in a different environment, you're going to be dealing with different stakeholders. So even if the role isn't what you expected it to be, you are going to learn. So first of all, relax. Just try and learn as much as you can. And another thing is, once your manager sees how you're improving and how well you're doing in your role, they're going to give you more responsibilities. Because another thing is, they've just hired you, and they want to be confident in your abilities. So all you need to do is just show them that you can fulfill your duties, and they'll have that confidence in you to give you more responsibilities. And in no time, you're going to be doing everything that you signed up for. Use this as an opportunity to network and make new contacts. Again, you're in a different company, there are going to be different people around you. So rather than just thinking really small, think bigger. You're going to meet people with different skills. You're going to meet people, who with different perspective, and use that to your advantage. Another thing is, be proactive. Talk to people from different teams, and usually someone that's the person that's above you in your role, it's great to, you know, help them with any task that they have. Be proactive. Let them know that, you know, you're really invested in the company, you're really driven, and then they'll give you more responsibilities. Try and ask for more work. Try and talk to other people for other teams. Ask them how you can help in any way. This builds a strong connection. So another common workplace dilemma is that you've made a major mistake that's really harmed your team. I know this can be very, very scary. But my advice in this particular case is, once you've made a mistake and is hard to rectify, definitely speak to your manager. That's the first thing. You speak to your manager, let them know what's happened, and so they have enough time to correct that mistake. And another thing is that you want to learn from this. You want to understand why it happened, and, you know, really show that you're genuinely sorry, and you understand the gravity of your mistake. And this will, you know, this will allow your manager to know that, you know, it's a genuine mistake, you're learning, and, you know, it won't happen again. So that would be my advice in that scenario. So try to understand, why did you make that mistake? But lastly, just learn from it. It's normal to make mistakes. It helps us grow. It helps us become better individuals. You know, it gives us more experience. That's the whole point of becoming a well-rounded person with experience, because you've experienced different situations, different scenarios. So do not be upset. Do not feel like you're silly. Mistakes do happen. You just learn from it, understand why it happened, and do not run away from it. Another common workplace dilemma is if you're overwhelmed with too much work. Now, if you've been given too many tasks, or you're working on multiple projects and you feel like you cannot deliver the results within the deadline, then notify your manager or project manager immediately. Now, you want to be able to, you want to be organized. You want to understand, you know, what obligations you have and when you need to deliver them. So then you can understand whether you can actually do those things and deliver those tasks on time. Make sure you have the knowledge and skills to deliver the project or task that you've been given. If not, know the people that on your team that can help, or maybe someone from a different team. Now, I understand you want to impress, you want to be able to, you want to learn quickly, but the best way to do that is actually just to be good at your role and the task you've been given, and just take it step by step. Do not overwhelm yourself with too much work, because this is just going to be frustrating on the manager, and it'll be frustrating on the client because you may not deliver the task on time. Thank you for watching my video, and if you want specific content or you have any questions, comment down below. Please do not forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.